Many of the sleeping bags were fur-lined. Now, if you had a choice of two sleeping bags, and one of them is kind of thin and it's lined with wool, and you have another one that's thick and it's lined with fur, which one do you think you'd want in bitter cold? 100 by 128 degrees below zero? Fur.
Welcome.
So one of the men, here's several books written by this, about this, and it includes, some of them includes the memoirs of some of the men. And so one of the men said that, I think the lottery for the sleeping bags was rigged, because it became very, very obvious that all the officers got the wool bags, but somehow the men got the fur bags. That's a choice, by the way. So here's these men, and he's thinking, and he says this, I chose life over death for myself and my friends. I believe it is our nature to explore, to reach out into the unknown. The only true failure would be not to explore at all. So, you know, as you said, this is fun. Still, in the midst of this, and this is what's amazing about Ernest Shackleton. Next screen. He was looking at his men. And he was calling them friends by this time. By the way, after they got rescued off of this, guess what he turned around and did? He went back again. And some of the same men that were with him on this expedition followed him. One of the things, his epilogue in his book, his memoir of the journey, was at the very, very end. He talks about how these men, after 2.5 years of being locked up on the ice, he then details what they did. Almost every one of the men returned to their countries, either England or New Zealand, and they went to World War I. 4 of the men died in World War I. Every one of them, with the exception of just a couple who kind of took different roles in the war, almost every one of them had some sort of meritorious hero award. They gave their lives. And they called this guy, by the way, boss, because he made that decision. Now, I tell you all of that just as an illustration for what the second great treasure is. If you have entered into your Christian life and you see it as a treasure, because, yes, it's priceless. It has saved me from destruction, but you have not moved beyond that, then you've only gotten a taste of what it could be. Because Shackleton discovered the greater adventure. He's not known for crossing the Antarctic. He's not known for getting to the South Pole. He's known for the 28 men that were on his ship. Every single one of them survived this on ice for 2 years and ended up saved. That's the second great treasure of the Christian life. You give it away. Our job is to be heroes. They give away the treasure of the gospel. But don't let the way you were raised, you know, being taught to be an adult and realistic, cloud you from the fact that for every Christian we are meant to be heroes. To save the world that is around us. So don't claim a treasure just for yourself. Claim a treasure that's meant to be given away, and no matter how much you give away, there's 1,000 times more left to give. You cannot give it all away. Stand up. Father, we're glad that you showed us what a hero you are. That your Son lived with us, that he himself is our hero. But Father, we want to be the heroes that you have dreamed us to be. So when we leave here today, Father, let us be inspired. Yes, may it be worth everything we've got. May we sell everything we've got. May we just sacrifice to the nth degree for this thing called your good news. But let us not selfishly hold on to it. May we be heroes that give away this treasure again and again and again. So Father, we just pray that you inspire us to do greater things, the things you've dreamed for us to be. In Jesus' name, amen.